actually this is the BMW M3 with the competition package. So the regular M3 does cost $61,000, but the competition package is like the more appropriate competitor. It costs $4,000 more, and it gives visual upgrades and 19 more horsepower from 425 horsepower all the way up to 444.
But for $4,000, 19 isn't that much.
Yeah, but they get like the visual upgrades and looks more expensive, and they give really cool wheels. Actually, these are my favorite wheels of the bunch. And it gives like a race car like performance. This is like a raw vehicle, actually.
Compared to the normal M3 or the normal 3 Series, is it like less luxurious or like the same amount?
It's the same amount of luxury, but like it's like a really hard ride, and it's really loud because it's supposed to be like a race car, right? It's really track focused. It's like performance focused. So like if you take it out somewhere, it's going to be really loud and kind of annoying actually, because the V6. Many of the people they don't like it. It's like a turbo V6, and many people don't like the noise it makes. They say it's like a fake noise. Actually, it's pumped through the speakers. It's not a real noise. It actually makes a different noise. So it's like actually through the speakers, and it sounds really loud, and it has a really hard, brittle ride.
What's tech?
So the tech, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Good. Like it has iDrive 6.0. This is the 6th generation of iDrive, and this is a really like great update, so you can have the voice activation and stuff.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Wi-Fi is
and
included.
What's iDrive?
Oh, and it has wireless charging. Even the ATS-V has wireless charging. So if you have like the new iPhone 10 or the new iPhone 8, you can just
or
like
plug.
Or iDrive.
Yeah.
iDrive is BMW's infotainment system.
But why do you need it when you have an Apple CarPlay and Android Auto?
Well, that's where you access the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
Oh. I thought you connect it with your phone. So what's its top speed?
So the top speed is 155 miles per hour, but BMW actually put a limiter on this. So it should go faster if you take the limiter off. It should go like 185 miles per hour, considering the performance. Weight is the lightest vehicle on our list, actually. Pretty light, 3,600 pounds, lighter than the Ford Mustang GT. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Wow, the Ford Mustang GT, I would count it as a 2-seater. Well, it's like
yeah, because the 4 seats are just like
if you're
afterthought.
A water bottle.
Yeah.
So then, what was I gonna say?
Oh, and it's actually really spacious. You wouldn't expect it. Although it has a bad ride, you can fit a lot of people. It's like really nice legroom. It's like a limousine almost. Like not like the biggest in the segment. It's actually only barely bigger than the ATS-V. But BMW maximized the space, so it's like pretty practical. But obviously it's really loud and doesn't have a good ride.
Does it have like a big trunk?
Yeah, it has a big trunk. It's like all of these vehicles have around the same trunk space. So.
But you said the
ATS-V has the smallest. Like, but all the other vehicles are
like pretty big.
Yeah.
So what did you do? Yeah, brakes.
Brakes are pretty big, carbon ceramics. And they're obviously Brembos, and that's like that comes with the competition package. So yeah.
Like, what's the difference between the competition package and the normal one?
Like I was saying, for visual upgrades and 19 horsepower.
And like 0 to 60 times and top speed.
It's like a 3/10 improvement actually. On the website they list it as 1/10, but in real life the regular M3 goes 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds.
That's still pretty good. So how much does the normal 3 Series go? 0 to 60?
Like 5.5 seconds.
Okay, see why you want an M vehicle now. So yeah, the pros and cons.
Really spacious. Obviously, it's one of the most spacious vehicles. Great technology. Great weight actually, and it's really race car focused. But obviously, that leads into our cons, like brittle ride and now noisy engine.
It is a race car. So.
Yeah. it's a race car, and it has a classic design. Obviously, this design like been there for almost forever, but this is one of the most attractive cars on our list, obviously, and it has a great interior, um, like nice high quality materials, decent price. $65,000 isn't that bad. Like it
Yeah.
should like and the base model it actually does get a manual option, but the competition package it has a automatic, but it has a manual shifting mode, so you can like simulate a manual transmission. So it's like more interactive. But if you want a manual transmission, you have to go like with the base model. But that's only good for you, right? So
I'm
61.
asking this out of curiosity. Can you like customize your car to be a manual or no?
Yeah, you can actually, but like it will probably cost more money, but you can. Yeah.
So is that all? Did you list the cons?
Oh, yeah, the cons is brittle ride, and it's really noisy, annoying noise, and yeah,
Like what does it sound like?
it's not a, it's like fake noise. So, and then it's like really noisy inside. There's a lot of wind noise
I think
because this is like a race car, right? So it's
um
like stripped down, basically. That's what the competition package does.
I don't know why I'm asking this, but does it have a panoramic sunroof?
Oh no, it has a carbon fiber roof.
Wait, does any of these cars have a
Yeah,
pan?
some of these have. If you're buying a performance sedan, don't buy the panoramic sunroof because what happens is your vehicle dynamics is diminished for something you barely use actually. So that's why I wouldn't buy a panoramic sunroof if I were to buy it.
So I think that's all for this car. So can we move on?
Yeah,
Okay, so we talked about the Alfa Romeo Stevio. This is the sedan version.
yeah. So this is the quadrifoglio.